Hi everyone. So back on nutrition questions answered. The next five, again, a few are just from what I've been hearing around class, and also just a few that I had commented under my last video. Again, if you do have any questions that are not covered or something sparks after this video, please comment below and I will answer it in the next one. So how do I make a dessert a complete meal? So remember that a complete meal includes a protein, a fat, and either a carb, fiber, fresh. So let's say that you want chocolate. One, make sure it's 70% or higher and non-alkalized if you want to actually reap the benefits from chocolate. Chocolate has some good fats already in there. So that one's marked off. Say we add in some Greek yogurt that has more fat and protein on top with some fresh or frozen berries. There's your carb, fiber, fresh. So chocolate with Greek yogurt and berries. You can also sub out nut butter instead if you're not a yogurt person. You could do, again, a nut butter and some berries. That's going to cover all three because the nut butter is going to have your protein and your fat. Your berries is your carb, fresh, fiber. I love a good chocolate covered banana. You can add in some Greek yogurt or, again, nut butter. I'm just thinking of more dessert things, which are more of yogurts and nut butters. If you want cake or cookies or whatever, you just have to add something fresh and then a protein, unless it's cheesecake. If it's cheesecake, you just got to add something fresh to it. And again, protein can either be Greek yogurt or a nut butter. There are tons of recipes online for high protein desserts. Just be wary of those because a lot of them will say, add your protein powder to make it protein. We're looking for natural sources of protein that are more bioavailable and ready to absorb in the body versus something that's synthetic that you're only maybe absorbing a few of and potentially causing gut problems. So 12 is too much fruit bad? No. Nope. Fruit is sugar, yes, but it's also a fiber. It's a probiotic. It's a prebiotic. It has micronutrients that our bodies need and love. So unless you have insulin resistance or you're diabetic, there is no need for you to limit your fruit intake at all. There's some people that are like, I can only have half of this banana because of the calories and the sugar. And I'm like, just eat the whole banana. It's good for you. Your body will love it. And it will probably also keep you full longer because you're eating the whole thing and not restricting. So there's another one. That's a good example of that one. Speaking of pro and prebiotics, what are they? Probiotics are foods or supplements that contain live microorganisms intended to maintain or improve the good bacteria or like your normal microflora in the body. So we have in our gut a mixture of good and bad. They live in harmony. They don't, like, one should not overpower the other. Bad should not overpower good. Good should not overpower bad. They just kind of live together and feed off of each other. Prebiotics are the foods that are typically high in fiber that act as food for that gut bacteria. So your probiotics are either going to be what you take as a probiotic, which normally are refrigerated, because live and active cultures, you have kombucha, kimchi, yogurts, kefirs, sauerkraut, all of those type of fermented foods are going to be your probiotics. Your prebiotics are going to be like your broccoli, your artichokes, your oats, soaked and sprouted. Any high fiber food. So vegetables, fruits are all prebiotics, things that are going to feed your gut and feed more of the good than the bad. How do I eat for my health and well-being? Good starting point is eating the rainbow every day. And if you can, with every meal, not including snacks, but just like your 3 solid meals a day that you consume. You want to make sure that the bulk of your eating habits are whole foods like fruits, veggies, meats and eggs, dairy if you can have it, and whole grains if you can have it. This is a good start and sometimes can be a rough transition if you're not used to eating that way. I promise you your taste buds are going to change throughout that process and you'll actually crave more of those whole foods than you will junk food. Make sure you eat a variety of whole foods throughout the week. You don't want to get into a routine where you eat the same thing every single day. You got to switch it up so you can get all the micronutrients and you can build up that good gut bacteria. And the last one today is sugar or salt or fat the biggest problem in our diets? No, not at all. It is not one nutrient or ingredient that causes issues. The issue is the entire American diet. The fast-paced eating, the forgetting to eat, not mindfully eating and paying attention to what we're consuming and how our bodies react to that. It's the overall habit, not the random days that we want pizza or ice cream. It is the overflowing amount of ultra-processed foods in the American diet. So when I say watch what you eat, I mean just pay attention to how your body reacts to some things that you eat, and be mindful about it. Chew your food. Don't just scarf it down in 15 minutes. Chew your food. Take your time. Enjoy what you're eating, and it will bring you so much more joy when you're eating food rather than, oh, I got 10 minutes to scarf this down. Take your time. Take your time. I give you permission to take your time. If your job doesn't allow it, be like, listen, my trainer said you can use that. That's fine. But like I said, if that sparked anything in you and you want more information on anything, you have other questions, please comment below and I will get back to you next week.